Remember when landing a tech job meant you had made it? Six-figure salary, free food, ping pong tables, and everyone calling you a genius? Well, those days are over, and what is replacing them is way worse than you think. Look, I am not here to sugarcoat this. The tech industry is going through the biggest shakeup we have seen in decades, and if you are thinking about getting into tech or you are already in it, you need to hear this. In the next 12 minutes, I am going to show you exactly why tech jobs have gone from being the dream career to something people are actively trying to escape. We are talking massive layoffs, salaries that do not match the cost of living anymore, and way too many workers fighting for the same jobs. Plus, artificial intelligence is changing everything. Stick with me until the end, because I will also tell you what this means for your future and whether there is any hope left in this industry. Let us start by talking about what tech jobs used to be like, because if you do not understand how good things were, you will not believe how bad they have gotten. 10 years ago, getting hired at a tech company was like winning the lottery. I am talking about starting salaries of $100,000 or more for people fresh out of college. Companies were throwing money at people. They had chefs cooking free meals every day. They had gyms, nap pods, dry cleaning services, even haircuts at the office. Google was famous for its massage therapists and rock climbing walls. And here is the crazy part. It was not just Silicon Valley. Tech jobs were popping up everywhere. Austin, Seattle, Denver, even smaller cities were getting in on the action. Companies were desperate for talent, and they made sure everyone knew it. But that world does not exist anymore. The change happened fast. So what happened? How did we go from tech being the promised land to being just another struggling industry? Well, there are 5 big reasons, and they are all hitting at the same time. The first reason is simple. There are too many tech workers now. Back in the early 2000s, everyone started telling kids the same thing. Learn to code, get into tech. That's where the money is. And you know what? Everyone listened. Coding boot camps popped up on every corner. Colleges started pumping out computer science graduates by the thousands. Online courses promised you could learn programming in 3 months and get hired immediately. Now we have millions of people with the same skills, all competing for the same jobs. It is basic supply and demand. When you have 10 people applying for every single tech job, companies do not have to pay as much. They do not have to offer free lunches and massage therapists. They can just pick whoever will work for the least amount of money. And it gets worse. Companies realized they could hire programmers from other countries for a fraction of the cost. Why pay someone in San Francisco $150,000 when you can hire someone just as skilled in India or Eastern Europe for $40,000? The math is simple for these companies, even if it is brutal for American workers. The second massive problem is the layoffs. And I'm not talking about a few hundred people here and there. I'm talking about hundreds of thousands of tech workers losing their jobs. In 2022 and 2023, over 400,000 tech workers were laid off. Google cut 12,000 employees, Microsoft cut 10,000, Amazon cut 27,000, Meta cut 11,000 jobs. Even smaller companies cut 20%, 30%, even 40% of their workforce. And here is what nobody talks about. When you lay off that many people, where do they go? They all flood back into the job market, competing for fewer and fewer positions. Now you have experienced workers with years of knowledge desperately applying for the same jobs as fresh graduates. Companies say they hired too many people during the pandemic. For the workers, the reason does not matter. What matters is that the job security everyone thought came with a tech career just vanished overnight. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, artificial intelligence. AI is not coming for tech jobs. It is already here. And it is already replacing people. There are AI tools that can write code. I do not mean simple code. I mean complex programs that used to take a team of developers weeks to build. Tools like ChatGPT can generate entire applications in minutes. Companies are realizing they do not need 5 junior developers when one senior developer with AI tools can do the same work. Customer service jobs in tech are being replaced by chatbots. AI can do data entry and analysis faster and without mistakes. Even design work is getting automated. There are AI programs now that can create logos, websites, and marketing materials without a human designer touching anything. Companies love this because AI does not need a salary, health insurance, or vacation days. It does not complain. It does not quit. From a business perspective, it is a dream. From a worker's perspective, it is a nightmare. Here is another kick in the teeth. Salaries are going down while everything else is going up. Even if you are lucky enough to land a tech job today, you are probably not getting paid what people were getting paid 5 or 10 years ago. Sure, the job posting might say $100,000, and that sounds great, but let us talk about what that actually means. First off, taxes take a huge chunk. Then there is rent. If you are working in any major tech city, you are paying $2,000, $3,000, maybe $4,000 a month just for a one-bedroom apartment. That is half your paycheck gone before you even buy groceries. Healthcare costs keep going up. Student loans for that computer science degree are not going anywhere. Car payments, gas, insurance, food, it all adds up. That $100,000 salary that seemed like so much money, after everything is paid, you are living paycheck to paycheck just like everyone else. And companies know this. They know you cannot afford to quit. They know you need the health insurance. So they do not have to compete as hard for talent anymore. No more crazy perks. No more big raises every year. Meanwhile, the cost of everything keeps climbing. Houses that used to cost $300,000 now cost $700,000. Gas prices are up. Food prices are up. But your salary is staying flat or even going down when you account for inflation. If you are watching this and thinking this is exactly what you have been experiencing, tell me your story. Are you in tech? Have you been laid off? I read every comment. Also, if you are finding this valuable, hit that like button. It helps more people see this video. There's one more thing making tech jobs less attractive. The work culture has gotten terrible. Remember all those perks I mentioned? The free food and game rooms? Companies are cutting all of that, but they are not cutting the workload. In fact, they are increasing it. Tech workers are expected to be available all the time now. Messages at 10 p.m., emergency fixes on weekends, constant pressure to ship features faster. The whole work-life balance thing that tech companies used to brag about, it is gone. And because there are so many people desperate for jobs, companies know they can push harder. If you do not want to work 70-hour weeks, there are 10 other people who will. Plus, a lot of companies are forcing people back to the office. During the pandemic, everyone worked from home and productivity actually went up. But now executives want everyone back at their desks 5 days a week. So now you are commuting an hour each way, sitting in an office, and still expected to be available on your laptop at night. It is the worst of both worlds. The stress is real. Tech workers are burning out at record rates. People are realizing that no amount of money is worth sacrificing their mental health and family time. So where does this leave us? Is tech completely dead as a career? Here is my honest take. Tech is not dead, but it has changed forever. The gold rush is over. It is no longer a guaranteed path to wealth and job security. But that does not mean there are not opportunities. If you are already in tech, you need to be strategic. Focus on skills that AI cannot easily replace yet. That means high-level problem solving, managing teams, understanding business strategy, and building relationships. The technical skills are still important, but they are not enough anymore. Also, consider specializing in areas that are still growing. Cybersecurity is huge right now. AI and machine learning specialists are in demand. Cloud computing still needs human experts. Find a niche where demand is higher than supply. If you are thinking about getting into tech, be realistic. It is not the easy money train it used to be. You are going to face serious competition. You are going to need to constantly learn new skills, and you might not get that six-figure salary right out of the gate. But here is the thing. Every industry is going through changes like this. Manufacturing jobs got automated decades ago. Retail is struggling. Even professional jobs like accounting and law are being disrupted. Tech is not special in that regard. The key is to go in with your eyes open. Do not believe the hype that tech will solve all your financial problems. And honestly, diversify your skills. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. The most valuable workers will be the ones who can bridge different fields. Here is the bottom line. The tech industry sold everyone a dream. It told us that if we learned to code, we would be set for life. And for a while, that was true. But that dream is over now. The industry grew too fast, hired too many people, and now it is correcting itself in a painful way. Layoffs, AI automation, wage stagnation, and terrible work culture have all combined to make tech jobs a lot less appealing. Does this mean you should give up on tech entirely? No, but it means you need to be smart about it. Understand what you are getting into, be realistic about the challenges, and always have a backup plan. The harsh new reality is that tech is just another industry now. It is not special, it is not magical, and it is not going to save you from the economic struggles everyone else is facing. Thanks for watching. If this video opened your eyes, make sure you subscribe to this channel. I break down these topics every week, giving you the real story behind the headlines. Drop a comment and let me know. Are you still optimistic about tech careers, or do you think the best days are behind us? Also, check the related video about building multiple income streams so you are not dependent on any single job or career. All right, I will see you in the next one. Stay smart out there.